Yeah. A lot of streamers have I see. A lot of streamers have problems with my handle as well.
Arcade.
A lot of people tend to go into training mode and then for a couple hours and then do arcade mode. For me, I tend to do the opposite. I go into arcade mode first so I can get a feel for the character and then I learn their stuff.
Street Fighter 5.
If I go straight into training mode from the get-go, I tend to get frustrated.
I'm ready. Now begin.
Yeah, same. I'm not one of those crazy people like Sonic Fox who can go into training mode for an hour and earn a 50 string combo or something.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, that's the one downside of Falke, no training mode. I wish there was a way to like mod a move list overlay into a Falke. I mean, I can look it up on my phone, but it would still be nice. Especially in a KOF where all the super inputs are something really weird.
There was no fear of losing.
Definitely like her battle outfit more than her default. It's a little generic, but generic isn't bad. Yeah, I saw someone. I don't remember if I watched. Well, I know that they're doing the fake training mode thing. Well, she is pretty similar looking to Catwoman.
You win.
But, say what you want about her animations, her animation is still better than Catwoman in Injustice 1. And she doesn't look as terrifying. I don't know what was up with all the female characters' faces in Injustice 1.
Japan.
And Superman's face was kind of weird too. Everyone else looked fine though.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, they remind me of Fifth 14's animations.
KO.
They're good enough to tell what they're doing. Like the conveyance of the animation isn't a problem. They just seem kind of weak. Alright, you can cancel into her EXTP and then cancel the EXTP into critical art. I will take note of that.
You win.
Yeah, I think it is.
India.
Really was a nightmare in 13.
Fight.
Probably why they made him a boss character. Am I fighting Minot now? Minot's the quintessential example of a character whose design I love, but I can't play for crap. Everything about her is just knowing when and where to set everything up.
There was no fear of losing.
She only has one natural combo that doesn't involve her orb, and it's 3 hits. So you really need the orb. Yeah, if she was
You win.
if her inputs were like 2.5 times faster, she would be a Blazebook character.
USA.
She's incredibly complex for a Street Fighter character.
Round 1. Fight.
I still think Abigail looks dumb, but his stage and theme are actually really good.
Fight.
That said, I still would have preferred Hugo coming back instead. Yeah.
You win.
Roster is always kind of dull when there's no huge weirdos. That's my biggest problem with the Dragon Ball FighterZ just roster. All the characters are fun enough, but there's no really out there picks. Like, no one that isn't a fighter. Like Hercule or something like that. Well, Hercule is a fighter, but not a Z fighter.
Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, definitely. Of course, SNK's sprite work was very ahead of its time. And in 13, I think that's the best sprite work in any video game period. And I said that as someone who's a huge Skullgirls fan. I always forget to use V skills.
There was no fear of losing.
Round 2. Fight.
I really should map the skill and a V-trigger to a macro. See if I can do that right now. There we go. Oh, that's just like Iori. The thing that I find weird is Terry Bogart's face is never shown in that game, ever.
You win.
Starring Andy as Derry and also Andy as Dandy. He's probably secretly Mr. Karate as well.
Ready. Fight.
This bonus stage is a pain. That their old breaking bonus stage was already difficult in Street Fighter, then they added the other guy we have to deal with.
China.
I'm still not over how silly Akuma's hair looks.
Round one. Fight.
If they took out the beard part, or like even just separated it more, it would probably look just fine. But when it's all in one ring around his face, it's silly. Yeah.
There was no fear of losing.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, he's been off wandering in the wilderness looking for fighters for so long. Where he's like, beatniks are what the kids still find cool, right?
You won't miss.
You win.
Well, if that's the case, it's working.
UAE. Round one. Fight.
Don't mind my neighbors, they're very loud people.
was no fear of losing.
Round 2.
I wonder if Forget Stomp is a
Fight.
feature for 2 only. Oh, it's a skill. No, there's a way to do a combo off of that.
You win. New Zealand. Round 1. Fight.
I think our jumping projectile is supposed to be able to bounce if it hits the ground.
Fight. You win. Secret area. Round 1. Fight.
By the way, has the stream been performing okay? Like, no major frame rate hiccups or anything like that? Alright, cool.
There was no fear of losing.
Round 2. Fight.
this. I'll fix it.
You win.
Let's go for the cannon fight.
Secret area.
Bog's theme has always been pretty catchy.
Round one. Fight.
It's not as mimetic as a Gal's theme, but I actually like it better. Yeah, a lot of Forge remixes were a little weird.
There was no fear of losing.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, like its theme.
You win. Secret area.
Alright, dictator time. It was once famously portrayed by Raul Julia, R.I.P.
Bow down before my sight.
Round one. Fight.
He did, and I respect him for it. He was the one thing that saved that movie.
You wouldn't let me have the easy win.
Round two. Fight.
Ultimate Psycho Crusher!
I don't even remember Charlie in the movie, honestly.
You're weak, pathetic.
Final round. Fight.
You won't miss. It's not done. Handle this. Good enough.
You win.
Hey, you got a title.
Congratulations.
We need to hire more story art artists.
Thank you for playing.
Putting them all on a one dude is a bit much. Speaking of story, I haven't actually done her character story. I hope Makoto comes back. Definitely. I never played her, but
All my life.
she was my best friend's main and I like her design. He would always play Makoto and I would always play Boogie.
9. That's wrong. I was just trying to escape. Stop it! I hate this! 9!
She just poses all over the
No
place.
matter how hard I tried to run away, that thing always got closer to me. Stop it! Please!
And screenshot. Gonna have to save that bison face for future use. Right, we're fighting in one of the story mode stages.
Over there. Years of
Someone in the
grown up now.
costume design for Street Fighter definitely has a weird foot thing.
I've gradually gained the power to confront him, my nightmare. But I assume all those times I tried to escape, and even this power, are exactly what he planned from the start. Help me! Somebody!
This is Kira Buckland voicing
I used to
Falke, by the way.
cry saying that,
Voice of 2B
but I know.
and everyone in a new Ground Slash animation.
My only reality is this cold, dark room.
And I think she was Bloody Murray in Skullgirls.
Forever, I guess. There's no place to escape.
Blast! I found you! Come with me! We'll get out of here!
Get out?
Come with me if you want to
Yeah,
leave.
we're escaping from this hellhole!
I can do a lot of impressions, but
When I saw him,
Schwarzenegger's not one of them.
I realized he was the same as me.
What's wrong? You stupid or something? Are you coming with me or not?
And then our journey had begun.
Bendis' art actually does look pretty decent when it's shot up close like that.
Your movement is most inefficient. Ed, who taught you to fight? Move.
There's a combo. It's a short one, but it's a combo.
Damn. What the hell was I thinking? Man, if you were this strong, I didn't need to go rescue you. You could have easily escaped by yourself.
Nice.
Falke, your leg is a chopstick.
If it wasn't you who came to my rescue, I can only assume I would have rotted away in that nightmare.
Damn it! That last round sucked. Let's have one more match.
I know, Ed. There are more people who you have to rescue.
Yeah, I'm sure there are people out there who are just like us. Somewhere. I need to rescue them. So that's why I have to become stronger. Much, much stronger than I am right now.
Ed, your hat makes no sense.
Yeah, I understand, Ed.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Let's become stronger together.
Maybe they didn't have anything else to wear. Maybe they didn't have a concept of a laundry day in Shadowlow. Alright.
Lock on target. What do?
Oh, that's two kicks, not a kick and a punch. I think I got the timing down. Oh. Keeps blocking at the second to last one. There we go. Oh, this one looks complicated. What's the challenge demonstration show? Alright, as soon as the kicks come out, you start holding punch. Boom. 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 There we go. Demonstration.
You won't miss. It's not done. Handle this.
Okay. I keep doing V trigger until instead of 2 punches. I've never been great at these trials.
You won't miss.
Alright, got it.
Done. Handle this.
Not having to do crazy inputs in the middle of the combo does help. Right, there's a cancel in this one. I'm just gonna skip that one. Wish there was a retry button. There probably is, but I don't know what it would be. Is it? Not in this case. I wonder if there's a way to change that. Not from here. Is there a mini dash in there somewhere? I'm not. No, it should. I'll blink. Maybe I'm just not getting in close enough with the jump. Almost got it. Just missed the last hit. Alright. I think I got a good enough idea of how our combos work. A lot of them seem to require V-trigger activation. Like I said, I've never actually finished the trials for any character. Combo timing is still something that kind of eludes me.
Casual match.
I'm ready. Now begin.
Let's see if you can get any casual matches. I'm not going to be taking a character I just started playing 2 hours ago and ranked. Not for a little while, anyway. Fingers crossed for a good connection. I see they're playing Falke too.
Is a player from North America.
Twice Falke.
Round one. Fight.
Looks like this person has had a little more lap time than I have.
You lose.
Surprised that the connection's been
Round one.
decent.
Fight.
But what with them both using console crossbuy and being on this particular stage, which seems to be the worst when it comes to causing lag.
There was no fear of losing.
Round 2. Fight.
I need to stop jumping in.
You lose.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna need to memorize a couple more combos. I'm gonna take a 5-minute break. I'll be right back. And then back.
Casual match.
Let's begin.
Don't worry. I'll end you quickly.
Round one. Fight.
Is this guy okay?
There was no fear of losing.
Round two.
Probably gonna need to clip this because this is something.
You win.
Well, that happened. Whatever that was. Yeah, let's not rematch. Oh, looks like there's a new viewer in here. Hello, new viewer. can't actually see who you are because the stream doesn't show anything other than a chat and viewer number, but
1 win and 2 losses.
thanks for dropping by either way. Like I said on Twitter, I'm only a casual player, so don't expect to see anything too flashy. Just seeing what I can do with the character. I do like her so far.
Let's begin.
Can't really do most of her combos. Not by memory yet, anyway.
No need for talk. Let's do this.
But I am having
Round
fun.
1. Fight. Sonic boom. Sonic boom.
Yeah, really. I know Remy wasn't very popular, but I like his design a lot more than Guile's.
Round 2. Fight.
Mostly because he reminds me of Ash Crimson, who's one of my favorite fighting game characters. For obvious reasons.
You lose. Round 1. Fight.
Yeah, he was a bit less turtley than Guile tends to be. Damn, almost got him.
Round 2. Fight.
You won't miss. It will do.
I took one round.
You wouldn't let me have the easy win.
Her V-trigger overhead seems to mess up Guile a bit. Got something else to show off. Let's see. Versus CPU, please.
Underground arena.
Hey, I was waiting for you.
I actually did do the weekly grinding missions to get all the Monster Hunter costumes. I think they're really cool.
I'll finish this in no time.
Round one. Fight.
Wonder if they're going to be putting Monster Hunter costumes in the regular shop at some point.
Round two.
I know a lot of people couldn't
Fight.
beat the last mission to get them. Jury might be crap now, but they did eventually make a Ibuki good. I'm grateful for that at least. She's my other main. She's the pressure monster she used to be now.
City in chaos. Rainbow Mika.
Make this look cool.
Dash.
I'll show no mercy.
Also got a Nash's Captain Commando outfit. Captain Commando made it into Street Fighter V before he made it into Marvel Infinite.
I'll kick your ass. All right, let's begin.
If you stand in my way, I will kill you.
Round one. Fight.
It really does. Wonder if they were straight up model imports that they just did some minor adjusting to, or if they made them from scratch.
Round two. Fight.
Those are definitely the best looking costumes in the game so far, in my opinion. Even the Monster Hunter costume, well, just the Monster Hunter, I guess, in Marvel's Capcom Infinite looks pretty great. That's true.
Mika wins.
I do wish they would have threw in another armor for Nadeshiko. That would have been a cool feature. But that also would have been a lot of work, so I can see why they didn't. It really is. Monster Hunter World right now is the second highest selling game in Japan, right behind Dragon Quest. Like, it sold, I think 4.5 times as many copies as Zelda did on both Wii U and Switch combined. It's definitely doing well. I can say that much.
Now, let's begin.
I also have Chun-Li's plasma sword outfit.
Want to see my kung fu? I'll show you. Well then.
It's weird to think that at one point Capcom had so many concurrently running arcade franchises. Even for the companies that are still doing good, that had a lot of concurrent franchises, aren't doing that anymore. Mostly because arcades aren't nearly as profitable as they used to be. Really, Sega's the only one who's held on to that, seeing as they kind of own 80% of the Japanese arcade industry now, since Capcom Neo Geo dropped out. Well, SNK rather. Neo Geo's the hardware. Never quite got the hang of Chun-Li in this game. I am no Ricky Ortiz. Mostly because I tend to hit buttons really fast, which leads to her kicks, and I don't always want her kicks to come out. I'm actually kind of curious how Cammy feels now. I know she got buffed through the roof in the last update.
Be on guard.
Go beyond the battle.
I was a Cammy main in Street Fighter 4. I like Churi's design better, but having to hold a button to
For those
stockpile and move was weird.
I will fight you.
Round one. Fight. Round two. Fight.
Can't see an immediate difference. I think her moves are a little bit faster. Then again, I'm not a top level player, so tears don't really apply to me.
Casual match.
Like, only got all her colors by default.
I'm ready. Now begin.
I remember when the silhouettes for Season 2 came out and people thought that Aurora was going to be in it. That obviously never happened. But it happened, saying that it's kind of weird that Street Fighter is yet to have a crossover character in its roster, seeing how many Street Fighter characters have been crossed over into other fighting games. You'd think with them putting Akuma into a Tekken, they might have thrown a Tekken character into Street Fighter as well. But no. Of course, it is possible that that was just something left over from Tekken Cross Street Fighter before it got cancelled.
Falke is 1 win and 4 losses.
Round 1. Fight!
Oof, that frame rate. I'm pretty sure Cody's next. He was next on the list on the
Round 2.
season reveal trailer thing. They're gonna really need to knock Cody out of the park because people have got very high expectations for that.
It's not done. Handle this.
There's 69 seconds left on the clock. Nice.
You win.
I just want to know what G is. Seeing as they showed off all the battle costumes, and G's battle costume is just straight up Q. I'm wondering if G is Q, or plays like Q, or even if he's related it all to Q, or if it was just a reference. I have a lot of questions. Fourscore and 17 years ago, he put on an iron mask and started grunting at everyone. Yeah, part of what makes Q cool is the fact that nothing at all is revealed about him. He's just there. He doesn't even have win quotes. We're gonna be doing another Falke mirror match. I gotta say, the standard costume looks a lot better in a black and gold than it does in bluish green.
Round one. Fight.
Right, her EX kick is not safe on wake up.
Round two.
Her EX anti-air is. Ha. Well, that would explain the beard if he was secretly a gorilla. When he comes out, you can suffer like G did.
You won't miss.
You win. Round one. Fight.
Oh, she has an air grab. That I did not know.
One hit will do. You wouldn't let me have the easy win.
Round two. Fight.
You won't miss. You won't miss.
You lose. Round one. Fight.
I'd like to see a Capcom put Lin Kurosawa in another game. They don't own They don't have the license for Alien vs. Predator anymore, obviously, but they own the character.
Round 2. Fight.
You know, now that I think about it, Falke's battle costume in the purple palette
I won't miss.
looks kind of like
Well done. Handle this.
the lead character in one of my webcomics. Not that her design was particularly unique. But still.
Final round. Fight.
The comic's name is Kabang. If you ever want to check it out, it's on Comic Fury. Same site I host Netherworld Chronicles. Been a while since I updated though.
It's not done.
Better keeping on schedule with
Handle
those.
this. Lock on target. I won't miss.
Nope.
It's not done. Handle this. Bulletin out.
You win.
Oh, hey, I got some fight money. Oh, hey, it's Ryu from Streets. Wonder how my level got so high.
Fight.
Don't play online that often.
we win.
Round 2. Fight.
Nope.
Lock on target. One hit will do.
You win.
You have used Falke over 10 times.
According to the statistics, I need to block more.
Round 1. Fight.
First time I've seen someone actually use the parry. A very good point. You can't hit someone while you're blocking.
There was no fear of losing.
Round 2. Fight.
Fighting game rules according to me. Rule number 1, go in. Rule number 2, if that doesn't work, keep going in. Go in until it works. I hereby promise my friends and family that I will never stop going in.
Final round. Fight.
Her crouching projectile is safe against pretty much every other projectile, but you have to time it just right so that you don't pop back up before their projectile leaves the screen. It's a risk-reward thing.
You won't miss.
You lose.
The lack of chip kills makes the end of a round more interesting, but it also makes it more nerve-wracking. That said, I do like that they did that.
Round 1. Fight.
Because just having someone fireball spam you to death when you're close to an empty health bar is very annoying. don't care that there's a fire arcade. Don't take away my game control. That's bad. I'm in an online match.
Good.
Round 2. Fight.
Hadouken! Iku! Hadouken!
Lock on target.
You lose.
Tried too hard to get fancy at the end there. For any new viewers who just tuned in, I'm just doing casual matches with the Falke right now. I went through her character story and arcade mode a while ago. I got an invitation. Check that after the match.
Your match record with Falke is 5 wins and 7 losses.
Round 1. Fight.
Over there. Lock on target. Like one.
Crush counter mini walks is something that I need to learn to do.
Fight.
That is some firm skipping.
Lock on target. Like one. Very slow.
see what that invite was about.
It's go time. Let's do this.
Looks like this person's from Germany. Hope that doesn't mean terrible connection.
Round one. Fight.
Yeah, we definitely got some brain skipping going on here.
Round two. Fight.
You can combo super off of Ken's feature too. I never knew that.
You lose.
Yeah, that connection, not so good.
Round one. Fight.
I have literally no idea what's going on. I'm screwed right now.
Round two. Fight.
Yeah, I was definitely holding block there and didn't register. Sorry, dude. It's just not enough connection for us to do this right now.
It's go time.
I think I'm gonna take a break and let my hands rest and maybe stream something else in like half an hour or so. Thanks everyone for dropping by. I'm gonna start doing streams more regularly if I can. Catch y'all later.